This is actually recent. Sounds like Senior Pillow. I didn't know I had Senior Pillow for a neighbor. Awesome. No, I don't. He would be louder than that. Some ruffian going, ah! Anyway, the title of the blog is Why Do My Cheeks Taste Salty? I know it's supposed to be a funny title for a blog. That's all I could think of. I had a tremendous time singing at church today, but it's funny how the innocence of children can cut you like a knife. I love kids and I like being around them. They don't know how badly words can hurt a person grieving. So I write this with some tears in my eyes. I know they're just a sign that I have a good, caring heart, but there are times I wish I could just turn my heart off at times. There was a little girl who came to ask me where my parents were after I was done singing for entertainment at church today. I almost started crying right then and there, but I kept my composure. I told her they were in heaven, which is true. She then said, "You have kids?" Again, shot right to the heart. "Go on, give me everything you've got. I can take it. I have invincible armor." Inwardly, I am sobbing like a broken, ripped up, raggedy, forgotten toy. Of course, my answer was no. Oh, it gets much worse, folks. Brace yourselves. You live alone? Oh, just kill me already. I answered no, of course. I have a cat and a dog. I shot off my pictures, hoping I didn't appear like some loser, but believe me, I felt like one after I was done praising my animals. Afterward, I went home and cried a bit, and I'm still crying. Granted, I still know... Bleh, bleh. Granted, I know I'm going to stop crying someday soon. I just hope sooner than later. And... yeah, it still hurts. it really still hurts. And, I was trying not to think too much about it. But, yeah. I actually called the suicide hotline earlier today because I was having some rather dark thoughts, and, I'm stubborn to a fault. I have tenacity and veracity and ferocity and a lot of good things in my favor, but that whole thing about me having impenetrable armor is a bunch of cockamamie lies. Yeah, that's not true at all. I'm probably the biggest softie you'll ever meet. There was a time I remember when I was going through school, and I hated school because I thought that my tear ducts would become incontinent. It was hard. People were really cruel to me, and no one really understood me. I let them try, but it was very difficult to find people who actually got my sense of humor and could relate to me on an intellectual level. So that was really challenging, and I'm not trying to elevate myself because I'm just like anybody else. I'm a human being, and it's hard sometimes being a person who sees life in a different way and who has a lot of weird and unexplained things happen to her, and people think, "Oh, you're haunted. Get away from me. You can predict when someone dies. Go." Ugh. Yeah, that's why I would try to not say that to a lot of people. I always knew when someone was about to die. It's just like my friend was talking about her grandmother, and I knew she was going to say that she had died. I thought, yep. Predicted that. I wasn't going to tell her that, but I know when these things happen, and having that gift, it's a gift and a curse, because a lot of people think that you're the Grim Reaper and they don't want you anywhere close to them. And I don't know why I was given this gift. I've had it ever since I was 10 years old, because I remember right before my maternal grandmother. Oh, that's so hilarious and so very macabre. My maternal grandmother, when she went to Houston, well, this is when my aunt and uncle actually lived in Houston before they moved to North Carolina. She went to visit, and I looked straight at I swear to you, hand to God, I looked straight at my dad, and I felt my stomach sink. And it was just like, I felt a sense of foreboding. I could not explain it at the time. I understand what it is now. I looked straight at my dad and I said, Grandma's not coming back, is she? I mean, I thought, ooh, yeah, I thought, I really don't mean to say such creepy things, but he just gave me this look like, I mean, he and Dad and I, Mom and I, we got along really well. He got where I was coming from. He knows he knew I was a very spiritual child, even from that age, and it's just, people don't like being reminded of their mortality, and a lot of my friends have died, and I always get the feeling right before, and I think, no, please, not another one, and I know I'm gonna have to go through that whole process again, and I've been through grief, I'm going through grief, and just being reminded of it today, just, it hurt, it cut like a knife, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to be happy. It really hurt my heart, and it feels like there's this big weight on my chest, and I've never really felt that way before, and I don't wish that, I don't have any enemies, but even if I did, I would not wish this on my worst enemy. This is the worst feeling that you could ever have, and I'm not gonna give up, but there are just so many things happening. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been to sell a lot of things just to keep this going and to keep doing my updates and to keep bringing you content, and I can't upset my fans, and I'm sorry, but I'm hoping I get a job soon, because I don't know. I posted on Facebook that if things don't get any better, that I was seriously going to contemplate suicide, because I was just so fed up with everything. I'm fed up with just existing. I don't think I can take it anymore. But people have been showing me their support, and it really touched my heart today. I got a check in the mail from people I don't know. I got tips today from singing at church, and I was so touched. I was so moved by that. I didn't expect that. I can't pay these people back. And I really want to. I'm sorry. And this is why I wish sometimes I didn't have any emotions, because I wouldn't have to put up with all this crap. This is terrible, but there'll come a day when this, I'm going to quote Steven Universe, there'll come a day when we look back on this and laugh. Yeah. Hopefully that day is sooner rather than later. I'm sorry for this kind of depressing update, but I just thought I would share it with you magicians out there, because I know you care too, and thank you for caring and watching no matter what and sticking with me. And someday I hope that someone discovers me and it'll be my breakthrough, and then I won't have to be poor anymore. I'm poor in wallet but rich in spirit, and I'm not gonna give up, so I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Till next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.